Interesting question. I get what makes the fulfillment source code so special. The short answer is I'm not an academic. I did not aim to make this into a class. I aimed to make this effective, which means it's gotta be enjoyable, it's gotta be engaging, and it's gotta be effective, meaning that the kids, by the end of it, they retained the information. The vast majority of content in a typical school system is, unfortunately, is test and forget. It's not the fault of the teachers, it's really more of the system, but it is what it is, and I was like, I think we can do better. And so from the get-go, we were designing the entire program to be more like an adventure course than an academic course. And like a game or like a story, there's a cohesiveness to it that it starts here and you keep working, you keep looping back. It's just like you keep getting reintroduced to the characters of a story. And by the end of that story, like a Harry Potter, you know who Harry Potter is. You know through what he has done and why he's done it and all the different ways he's gone through this. It's like some of the concepts that we use, perception being so important about your reality. And I know that there is reality and then there's your own personal reality. The way you perceive things, the story you tell yourself is very, very much going to impact the way you live your life. Are you going to look for the bad or are you going to look for the good? Because you can find them both. It's really what are you training yourself, your brain to do? And so that concept of perception or the story you tell yourself, it starts off really simple and we kind of go through a game with that, but we return to that over and over and over and over again. So by the end of the Planet U section, the kids have it deeply ingrained. It's like, okay, this is one way of looking at it. It's not the only way. I can change the way I can look at things. I can change the story that I tell myself. I have that power to do so. But it's like that story. It's like the character where you get reintroduced and by the end of it, you're just it's so baked in. So yeah, that's how it is different. This is more like an adventure that the kids go on and they uncover these things themselves. It's designed in a way that I'm not telling you what you should or should not do. It's more along the lines of, okay, let's do this stuff. What are you finding that's helpful to you? And give me some examples of this, or what would you do if? So there's more simulations. It's very brain based. Like the human brain has a number of conditions that if you meet these, the chances of learning significantly increase. And Will Richardson's got a great TED talk on that about, it's like, this is what we know we should do, and then this is what we give the kids in class. I created this with the let's not do that. let's make it more like a game. But I don't mean like fun game. I mean like more like the way the brain really thrives. And so that's how it's different. Because in school, it's imagine if you were given pages of a book randomly, but not like one every day, but like here's one page, and then some other time you get another page. It might not be the next one. The cohesiveness of that would not stick in your brain, even if it was chapters of the book. And because that's kind of what we give the kids now, where it's like here's a chapter and then another time here's another chapter. They might not be any, they're not sequential. They might not even be tied. They might be different books, different chapters, but that's essentially what we're giving the kids now. It's like here's chapters of different books at different times, and it's no real mystery why so much of the content is just the brain's like, don't care. If I don't care, not helping me, out it goes. So we made it different. We did it in a way that the kids would like. That's the biggest